Hello everyone, I'm Kaustuba Nagaraj from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, and I'm pursuing my sixth semester, and I come under the department cybersecurity. Now let's discuss about how was astronomy in Indian knowledge system. Now, this presentation dives into how ancient Indian astronomy, also known as Jyotishya, was not just scientific but also deeply embedded in philosophy, rituals, timekeeping, and cultural life. This also showcases how India's knowledge system contributes significantly to the understanding of cosmos, a blending observation with spiritual insight. Now let's see what the foundations in the Vedas. There is Rig Veda, there is Nakshatras, and there is calendars. In Rig Veda, it contains the earliest references to astronomy. In the Nakshatras, the lunar constellations used for tracking time and celestial movements. And this lunar calendars is it's essential for determining rituals and agricultural cycles. Now let's see what is the development of Jyotishya or Indian astronomy. There is Vedanga Jyotisha, there is Sutras, there is auspicious timings, there is classical texts. Now, in Vedanga Jyotisha, among the earliest formalized systems of Indian astronomy, in Sulubha Sutras, geometrical tools and rules are used for altar construction and also stored astronomical understanding. And for auspicious timing, it is just calculating the right time for the muhurtas. You might heard Rahu, Kala, right? So this is like comes under that, like timing wise. There is classical texts such as Surya Siddhanta, which offered advanced astronomical models and calculations. Now let's see what are the key figures and the contributions done. And in the Aryabhatta, he explained the Earth's rotation. He also made accurate ellipse predictions. And there's Brahmagupta in the 7th century. He introduced the zero concept. He also explored the gravity concepts. And Bhaskara, the second, and the Kerala school, they worked on early calculus and also planetary motion studies before Newton. And there is astronomical instruments. Uh, there are many instruments that we use. Some of them are sundials, Gola Yantra, which are armillary spheres. This Jantar Mantra observations, this largest sundial. Now in the sundials, the measure time using shadows. In the Gola Yantra, it helps us to map the celestial objects. In Jantar Mantra, it was built by Savai Jai Singh II. It houses the world's largest sundial in Jaipur with 2-second accuracy. And let's see the cosmological models. There is geocentric views, there is heliocentric shift, there is multiple universes, and there is cyclical time. In geocentric models, it is Earth-centered universe based on the Puranic views, and there is heliocentric ideas, which is emerging sun-centered understanding over time. There is Brahmanda, which is nothing but multiple universes. He says that there are many universes. It's just like multiverse. And there is a cyclical time, where time is divided into yugas, kalpas, and manvantras, emphasizing an eternal repeating cosmic cycle. Currently, we are in Kali Yuga, which is the ending of time. And the influence on other fields. Astronomy has a lot of influence in calendars and festivals, in navigation, in medicine and architecture. In calendars and festivals, Panchanga guides the religious and agricultural days. In navigation, the latitude and longitude determine that level. And in medicine, Ayurveda uses planetary effects on health. So you hear people telling that you're not supposed to go out in Amavatsya, like bad energy. So it is similar to that. And there's architecture. It is designed buildings in alignment with celestial principles. Like, when building a house, they use Vastu, right? There's like Agni Mule, and it is specifically reserved for the kitchen. So it is similar to that. And there's legacy and modern relevance. There is We have to make sure that we preserve it, we integrate it, and we get inspired from it, and we have to continue these practices because nowadays knowledge is at the tip of our fingers, but it also is getting lost. So there are many ongoing efforts to protect and revive the ancient texts and instruments. and this integration, which is combining traditional wisdom with modern science. There is inspiration, which is continued cultural and scientific relevance. And there is practice. Panchangas and Vedic rituals remain central to Indian life today. Now let's just discuss the conclusion interesting ones. This presentation emphasized that ancient Indian astronomy was not isolated science but part of the holistic system that continues to influence modern culture, science, and spirituality. It encourages respect for indigenous knowledge and its relevance in today's world. Thank you.